there's a special broadcast for you from Shahid Beheshti Port, which is one of the ports of Chabahar free zone area, and perhaps this is one port which is being handled by a company which belongs to government of India. Now this particular port, this particular area has been assigned to India for logistical support, for loading of the goods, the materials that arrive on the port, and you know, lot of work is being done by the Indian company IGPL, which has been tasked to work on Shahid Beheshti Port in Iran. Now behind me you can see this is a Iranian ship, Dilruba, and this ship is bound to go to China. You know, and the iron fines are being loaded in the ship by Iranian company. Now like this only, when Indian ship arrives, or any ship or company which has Indian interest or India wants is dealing with any country, then India does the same work of loading material and perhaps offloading material from the ship. So both these work is being done by Indian company IGPL. Now look there, those are the 6 cranes which have been installed by IGPL for the purpose of loading and offloading. So right now we have been told that there are some issues related to the usage of these 6 cranes because one board requires authorization from Indian IGPL to use those cranes. So that those negotiations are going on. Right now, India has invested $25 million. This is what we have been told to set up these 6 cranes. In total, India had given pledge to invest $85 million. IGPL had signed this MOU with Chabahar free zone area, the authority which is handling the port where we are reporting from. And the most important point, that this is for the first time that any Indian channel is bringing this special broadcast from the port which has been talked about. There has a lot been written about this port, and perhaps whenever something happens with regard to Iran, this port finds mentioning. Also, under UN World Food Program, there have been consignments of wheat which were sent to Afghanistan using this particular port. And during that time, India activated Shahid Beheshti Port, and the wheat was sent as an aid to Afghanistan. So time and again, India has been using this port. Also, this port is important because it is a entry gate of the international north-south corridor. On which the work is right now going on. It's a trilateral agreement mainly between India, Russia, and Iran. Then this port is also significant because it is India's trade gate route to Central Asia, particularly Afghanistan, Central Asian countries, and also it gives market to South Asian countries, ASEAN countries. So this port has got lots and lots of significance, and this is perhaps the reason that Indian government is committed to develop this port. The work has started, and there is a lot more to be done. And whenever both sides meet, negotiations take place with regard to the development of Shahid Beheshti Port in Iran. We want to understand about India's role on this particular terminal, and what India has been doing, what kind of investments India has offered, and how important India is partner to Iran when it comes to the handling of this port.
The IGPL company, as I know, is responsible for the loading of discharging of cargo as our operator in these jetties. Okay. And that is the main role of this company. For doing this operation, for doing the loading and discharging, they need some equipment such as the gantry crane, normal tower crane, and some other equipment, small equipment. And for that, they invested $85 million here. It's going to invest $85 million here to bring some equipment here to carry out the loading and discharging in the best condition without any delay.
Now, Iranian government is putting in a lot of money and energies to develop this entire site. So they are coming up with a steel plant. They are coming up with a petrochemical hub. The petrochemical hub is the site where I am reporting from. We have been told that there are in total 8 plants that are coming up, which are going to manufacture gases, which are going to manufacture ammonia, urea, the fertilizers. And in fact, behind me also, you can see a plant which is right now under construction. You know, the irony has been that this project has been promoted by the Iranian government time and again, and especially to the Indian counterparts, Indian business fraternity. But it has not taken off the way it should have taken off. Chabahar Port, especially the Shahid Beheshti Port, is the port where India has invested, and they have a company, IGPL, has pledged $85 million for the development of that one port. So now the Iranian government is looking out for Indian companies to invest. They are looking out for more opportunities for the Indian companies, but Indian companies are not, it doesn't look like much into the search. What is the situation on ground, and how this petrochemical hub, where we are reporting from, can benefit the economy of India? And perhaps India is a country which has helped Iran to get US sanctions removed from the Chabahar region for the development of Central Asian countries and mainly Afghanistan. How do you see the Indian governments the Indian companies not interested in this?
As I mentioned, at the moment we are in Chabahar petrochemical complex area. It's about 1,200 hectares area that we have provided the land, and the private sector, mostly Iranian, have built the plants. Out of 8 plants at the moment, 5 plants are under constructions, and 1 plant mostly within the next 10 months it will start production the products. As I mentioned, the petrochemical, especially production of urea and fertilizers, as one of the main requirements of Indian economical development. As you know, majority part of Indian economy is agriculture, and annually Indian government is paying billions of dollars as subsidies for providing the fertilizers. While we announced our agreement when the Adhari group came in 2013, we announced our eagerness to provide the land and licenses and support that they could build a petrochemical fertilizer plant here to supply the requirement of Indian government and Indian private sector. But unfortunately, so far they haven't seized this opportunity. And I believe that the incentives we have got here and the tax exemption we have got in these free zones, and no import duties on raw materials and exportation, this was the best win-win project between Iran and India.
The authorities here feel, but you know, there are a lot of dynamics factors which are playing around this entire project, because you know, maybe from last 10 years Indian companies are very much in touch with the authorities. Each time around they have been given the presentations also, but maybe due to the instability in the region, maybe because of the US sanctions, the Indian companies have not turned up, and that has become the major cause of concern for the authorities here, because since Shahid Beheshti Port has been handed over to Indian company, government-owned company to run, the company has also pledged $85 million. Indian government also talks about, it keeps on talking about Chabahar Port as a strategic Indian investment, perhaps the first port that India is building outside. But you know, right now it looks like that only Iranian government is the sole major investment in this entire belt, because it's their government's initiative. So Iranian government, Iranian private companies are putting in money and energies to develop this entire project. So they have got the gas pipeline, they have got the clean water arrangements, they have also got the railway network which is being laid. 150 kilometers railway network has already been laid. The remaining work is going on. So the entire ecosystem is being created. But because of the sanctions, because of the instability, the private partners, private players are not coming up. One Chinese petrochemical consultancy firm has come up after this petrochemical hub is being created. But other than that, there is no as such investment that is coming in.